Okay, so I launched the app, and while Far Cry loads, see here, so I haven't set this up yet, and we can run through it together. So we'll continue, we'll accept, and we will download. Anytime there's an update with this system, you will go through this. It'll add new games, it'll add controller setups, things like that. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure that your Bluetooth is on, and you will connect. See, press the connect button on the XIM4, which is right here. So we'll push that. Let's try again. You know what, I might need to actually pair it. Oh, I haven't done this in so long. Make sure I'm on here. Bluetooth. There we go. That's what we want. So we're pairing. We are paired. Back into it. Connect. All right, there we go. Now I have, I don't have this set up for anything actually. So, you know, you select your system, set for PS4, and right now it's set to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So I don't have this, I don't play this, but I can use these controls. What you want to do is, say we'll do new. I'm sure there's going to be one in here for Far Cry. There we go, sorry about that. There we go, Far Cry 5. You want to select it for your system, so PS4. And it is now loaded this configuration, which you can adjust and really change it to how you want it to be with your edit function up here. Now this color will actually be the color that is displayed on the XIM, but also on the back of your controller that's plugged in. Once you store it, that light. So if you have multiple loadouts set for gameplay, say if you're playing a game that has multiple types of characters and you use different control setups for them, you can just tell by the reflection off of your wall or your floor that you're set to one specific one. So say if I'm yellow for first person shooting and I want to switch to melee combat and I have that set for purple, I'll be able to tell right off the bat. Now your sensitivity, when you read through the manual, they tell you that you need to set the sensitivity in your game to the highest level, and then you make your sensitivity adjustment, which goes down to the 1/100th of a percent, which is, it's amazing when you talk about high DPI mice that are well over in the thousands, and you can then control that to just insanely high amounts. So this is percentage of what your DPI would be set to. Now you can, I think it goes to 400. I haven't checked in a while. Okay, no, it keeps going. I don't know how it goes. I usually keep mine right around like, we'll say, I want to say I'm like 250-ish. And then there's also aim down sight, which is great because as soon as you lock in with that right mouse button in order to bring up your scope, your sensitivity changes, and you can have that set so small, and it'll allow you to really get those headshots in and get them in quick. Now this, between the aim down sight and the hip fire mode, you're going to fool around with these probably with every single game that you get, specifically because they all have different sensitivity setups in their in-game settings, and to get that sweet spot you're going to have to set it up differently for each game. Now what I did was it set up 3 different ones for 3 pretty much different types of games, first person shooting, third person overhead, or like melee combat games and things like that, driving. And I just adjust them slightly, usually just by the sensitivity, and get used to certain things. Like if in one game, grenades is with uh, R1 and chaff is with L1. In some other games, they're reversed, or you have to hit a different one. The only game that I really had a lot of problem with was Warframe, and I played Warframe from the very, very beginning. It was one of the first games I played, and I played it extensively with my friends. And the game has evolved considerably. For being a free game, it's miles beyond everything. They even did a documentary about it. But the game's evolved so much that a lot of the control schemes have changed. And oh wait, let me. Sorry, I can't load the game. You have to save your. All right, now. It's still not working. All right, why is it not working is the question. All right, so we'll back out. Set this right here, which I think is still a little bit in frame. Ah, okay. So my controller unplugged. Now, when this happens, which it does, this just the controller's kind of beat. The easiest thing to do is usually just unplug the device and plug it back in, and then it usually will reinitialize the controller. It says it's disconnected. Plug it back in. Now this normally doesn't happen, but the cord that I'm plugged into and the controller are kind of both shot. It doesn't look like it's working. Let's find out. Okay, good, it is. Alright, so we'll come back. I'm leaving it upside down just because it's temperamental. So we're set at 250 for hip. We're set at, I'll set this up to like 75. Oh no! Okay, so we gotta reconnect. I wonder what happened. You know what? 220. Is this one of my old? You know what? I guess it saved it online. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. You know what? We'll just see what we got. So we'll run through these really quick. So we got the mouse, which of course is going to be your sensitivity for this. Keyboard. You know, these are the buttons. You select which you want on the controller. Now, of course, with this Nostromo, I can't get it much closer because I'm running it behind the TV. It's limited on the buttons, and a lot of the buttons register as different things. Like this thumb button here registers as a space, so this button down here registers as, I believe, left control. No, that one's right control and that one's left control. You have to fiddle with it. So, you know, looking at these and saying, oh, I'm hitting the F key. Yeah, F's going to be fine. WASD, ASDF, stuff like that is all going to be in normal positioning. But other buttons are going to be off. So if you're going to use a regular keyboard, it's fine and it's less confusing. But when you have one like this where it's literally button 01 through button 15 and then you've got your directional pad, it's just... It can be a little bit off, but the buttons is where you're going to come into. You know, these are your PlayStation controller buttons, and then you set them to what you want them to do. So, you know, once you have them together, you just press save. Now, since I didn't edit this, it's the same. But let's see. Good. So the controller didn't shut off. So I'll show a very quick. Very quick demonstration on how easy it is to make these adjustments for shooting, and you'll get that sweet spot quick, but it does take, you know, 5-10 minutes. I won't do that, but you know, to get it perfect, to get it down exactly where you want it to be. You know, if you're running and gunning in a Call of Duty game, you need to have the ability to turn around extremely quickly. You cannot do 180s in any game at all with a PlayStation controller as fast as you can do them using a XIM. It is an unfair advantage having 0 return to dead because you're using a mouse instead of a controller joystick. It is an unfair advantage for people that are set in a world of only using controllers. A lot of people get upset about that. But you know, there are people that just aren't proficient with a controller. I'm not. I've never been. I grew up using a mouse and keyboard, and that's why you have something that allows you to interface this. So we will, we'll just run up here. Get away from the drugs. All right. Sniper. I don't want anybody to see me, so chill out. Right up here. Great. Oh shit, I shot my... Sorry, bear. I was trying to kill the bird, not you. Alright, so, we'll see here. This is how quick. Now, you can see my mouse moving. Ready? Watch. So we will go from... We're right on the left side. We will aim at Mountain Peak here. This is even better. We'll go right for the center. So we're right at the top, and we will put it right at the top on the left side. So we're on the left side of the pad. We will move 1 inch to the right, which is going to be that far. About that far. So we did, from the rock to the mountain, we did almost, it looks like approximately a 90-degree turn for 1 inch. And that is at 225, 227.50. All right, so we'll drop this 100. All right, really quick and easy. Saved. Now we will move, we'll go to the top, move 1 inch. That's 1 inch. So going from 227 to 100, we lost approximately half of the distance. Well, it's a little bit less than half. But, you can see. So, if you want to do that math, we should be able to do a 180 at, let's say 460. All right, 460. And then we'll save it. So 1 inch should take us to pretty much a 180. All right, get on the top. Man, that's really... All right, so we are on the edge, and we will go 1 inch. All right, so that's about 1 inch. And that took us to this tree. So we've got the bear, mountain. We've got the tree, and if we go back again, we got the bear. Yeah, so, you can see right there, just by the numbers, it lines it up perfectly. Being able to get this sensitivity is just, it's elating. It's just so nice to be able to nail those headshots, to be able to catch people right when you know they're going to come out. There's no fidgeting with anything. So you find your good spot, so we'll say 227, and we'll save it. And then, we've got our aim down sight. So if something's flying, if we've got a plane coming at us, we can drop that sensitivity. As you can see, I'm moving just a very comfortable left to right motion. Very comfortable. But if I want to drop that down, am I getting this? Barely. All right, so if I want to drop that down, we'll say we'll drop it to 30. No, we'll take it even lower. We'll take it down to 20. Now we'll see. And a nice motion. Look at that. Now, do you see how much that cut that down? So if you've got somebody who's right here, you want to really pull in on them. Or are we holding breath? That was not hold breath. All right, so that's zoom in. There we go. I mean, look at that control. If you've got somebody down there, while you can hold your breath. Let's find somebody. We have somebody. Oh, look, we got Mr. Turkey. Now you see how hard it is to chase him. Can't chase him when you got the mouse going like that. So we will upper sensitivity. We'll go to 41 and save. And usually I can track pretty much anything that's running. All right, where is it? There it is. There's got to be something else around here. Not enough. Well, I'll just need one. Alright, here we go. So let's find some stuff. Oh, I'm locating things. Oh. Where's that even? There it is. Oh, get back over here. Where in the hell did this thing go? Where is it? It's like right around here. Oh, there we go. Okay. I know it was a vulture. Stinking turkey buzzards. Alright, so anyway, you guys can see how quick that works. It's really nice. It's very easy to set up. I love the fact that it's got this Bluetooth capability. Works on iPhone, works on Android. As you saw, I did not have this installed on here. This was not connected to that device, and I hadn't done it in a very long time. But as you can see, it's very quick and easy to set up. Very quick. Works all the time. Has a nice little battery pack inside that it does store all of your information. Apparently, it must have stored this in the device from previously and just loaded it on when I loaded the app up. The only thing, one qualm, you cannot use a headset through your controller. It nullifies that. I was hoping that it would have been something that they gave us as like an update, and they do a lot of updates. I mean, you get updates very frequently, at least 1 to 2 a month. But you know, what are you gonna do? I want to pet you. Trying to be nice. You don't want me to be nice. Come on, there you go. So you know, you can't use that. There is a way around it. As I've got up here, I have a controller and a headset wired directly to it, and usually what I'll do is, you know, I will just set it down like this. Here I usually I don't have a need for that. Once I have it set up, you know, I can put the headset on, and I have a controller off to the side right where the zoom is. Normally I have the zoom and the controller and everything hiding behind the television, so I just have the Nostromo and the mouse, and I can just kind of rest like this and just play. You know, it gives you that full immersion, especially when it comes to like shooting games. It gets you like right up there at the screen, and everything's ready to go. So, you know, it's having to do the second controller, you need to have a second PSN ID, which you can just create, you know, a separate account. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to have PS Plus or anything, and I can just jump into my friends' parties, and I can use that to listen to the game and also interact with other people. So, you know, it takes one extra step, but for people who cannot use controllers proficiently, such as myself, and I know other people that have been interested in these videos that I've done, it's a minor inconvenience to have to take one extra step to, you know, plug the controller in, and then, I mean, as soon as I can show you, just you hit the button and it says who's using it. It'll be my second account, and all the sounds through here. I can chat, I can do whatever. It'll still broadcast my voice when I'm streaming, so it's plain and simple. It's very, very easy to use, and it is just so much fun. Yeah, So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any more questions, please feel free to message me. Happy I was able to kind of throw this together really quick. I'm sorry it's not going to be put through an editor on my computer. I don't have the time to sink, hours into that to do the editing. And oh, this poor guy over here. He's a nice guy. Right? Is he a nice guy? I don't know. Yeah, he's a nice guy. Nice dead guy. Oh my God. What is wrong? I'm on the wrong button. We'll do one quick kill. Oh, you bastard. And no! This is the worst way to end it. I got a better idea. What? There we go. I know. It wasn't very nice. It's okay. I'll kill Cheeseburger too. Sorry, Cheeseburger. I'm sorry. I'll kill myself. There. Ta-da! Now, whatever. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Comment. You guys have a good one.